Arizona's Carter Bryant is the steal of the 2025 NBA draft. Here to break it all down, my name is Kevin Thomas from the AZ Wildcats Podcast. And should your team want Carter Bryant for next year's roster? Here's why, or here's why not. Carter Bryant is a 3-and-D wing by definition. He is a great spot-up shooter and has a very high-level defensive versatility. And the ceiling on the defensive end, the sky is the limit. An incredible NBA-ready athlete right now today. His leaping ability allows him to not only get up, get back on defense, but block shots at a high level, whether it's chasing out to the three-point line, closing out and blocking a shot, a chase down block in transition, or helping his teammate under the basket and coming over and assisting on a block there. His defense is versatile. He can guard the 1 through the 4, potentially at the NBA level, if his game does project. His frame is being talked about a lot right now. He stands 6'6", outside of shoes, and some people believe that makes him a little bit too small to play that 4 role in the NBA, but I disagree. I think he does have an NBA frame. Once he fills out, you could see him look somewhat similar to Arizona's Aaron Gordon in that way, playing a small 4 in the NBA for a very, very successful team. Like I said, his NBA athleticism jumps off the screen to you. He does look raw at times, but his athleticism makes up for that in so many ways, whether it be his ability to help out in the passing lanes on defense, whether it be the shot blocking that we already alluded to, or on offense. He is a very active off-ball player, whether it be cuts, facilitation. He is an extremely underrated passer as well, who did not really get to show off that skill set at the University of Arizona, where he just averaged 6.5 points, 4 rebounds, and just an assist last year. But the counting stats do not tell the whole story. If you watched Carter Bryant last year at Arizona, you would understand that his ceiling in the NBA is an all-star level. We asked Will Gottlieb what Carter Bryant thought about his own ceiling, and he said,
but he seems to think that there is more in his game. I mean, he was comparing himself to Booker, to Tatum, guys like that who really score a lot. And we kind of asked him, like, well, do you have more of that in your game? And he's like, absolutely. So I like the confidence with that. My range for him is more kind of in the OGN and OB, and that's like a great player. I mean, he just signed a max contract. Yeah. So I think he's going to be a very valuable piece.
So Carter Bryant clearly thinks very highly of himself. But how far does he have to go to reach the ceiling that he has set for himself? Well, let's go ahead and look at some of his strengths and weaknesses here. And as you can see, Carter Bryant, like I said earlier, one of his major strengths at the NBA level is going to be his 3-and-D capability at the wing. And that is in large part due to his NBA frame that he does possess, allowing him to play in the passing lanes, recover easily on defense to get blocks, contest shots. Also, his athleticism allows him to get out in transition quite simply as well. He is an underrated playmaker. Carter Bryant, I know a lot of people look at the 1 assist last year at Arizona and assume that he cannot facilitate an offense, but I actually believe that instead of being a facilitator, Carter Bryant can be a very high-level connector at the NBA level, making reads out of the pick and roll, making reads out of the post-up. I think Carter Bryant could find a lot of success in the NBA with that kind of a role. He makes passes that most power forwards at his level just simply don't look for. So I think his passing is an extremely underrated trait in his game. Carter Bryant agrees, and this is what he had to say about his most underrated skill.
I think my passing is my passion. That's something I love to do. Just passing is my favorite thing to do on the basketball floor outside of playing defense. So it's something I've always studied and enjoyed doing.
In addition to his underrated passing, his defensive versatility, length, off-ball defense, and shot blocking all make him a very desirable 3-and-D prospect for any NBA team in the 2025 draft. In addition to that, his off-ball movement on offense is very high level as well. He's a willing cutter, he is a willing screener, and is always moving if he does not have the ball within any offense that he is tasked with. What are some of the holes in Carter Bryant's game preventing him from being a top 5, top 3 NBA draft pick this year? Well, first of all, it's his extremely low usage rate. Like I alluded to throughout this video, Carter Bryant only averaged 6.5 points last year at Arizona. He did not get a very long runway to showcase his skills, similar to that of a VJ Edgecombe, who was given a long runway during his time at Baylor. And part of the reason Carter Bryant was unable to get that long runway last year at Arizona was his high foul rate. Carter Bryant does play a physical brand of defense, but he does foul a little bit too much. So improving that discipline on the defensive end and some of those just foundational intangibles at that level of the NBA is going to behoove him if he wants to have a very long career at the next level. Finally, the biggest weakness in Carter Bryant's game by far is his ball handling and shot creation. You have not seen Carter Bryant in a lot of isolation basketball situations where he's creating his own shot off the dribble, knocking down jumpers, making guys miss. Carter Bryant is a spot-up shooter. He plays great within an offense, but we have not yet seen him create his own offense, create his own shot, or be able to handle the ball at a very high level. If he could have added that to his game in a sophomore season at Arizona, many people thought he could have been cemented as a top 5 pick. However, when you're projected to go as high as Carter Bryant is projected already, with the low usage rate, with the unknown ceiling and unknown floor, you have to take that chance. Carter Bryant became a fan favorite at the University of Arizona, mostly for his personality in addition to his potential. And I think that is truly what sets him aside as an NBA prospect in the 2025 draft, is his off-the-court mentality. Carter Bryant, on the day of the draft, is in the gym at 7 a.m. getting shots up. Carter Bryant could have waltzed into a starting role at any program, for the most part, in America as a high school senior, and he chose to come off the bench at Arizona for the sake of his own development. Carter Bryant is a player who sits cross-legged at half court and meditates pre-game before big games. His mentality is that of a professional. His mindset is oriented towards development. His focus is becoming the best basketball player he can possibly be. And for that reason, I think Carter Bryant is the steal of the 2025 NBA draft. His incredibly high ceiling combined with his frame and mentality towards the game. He is ready to come in and play a role and be a star in his role as soon as he is asked to do so. Now, is he ready for a high usage role in the NBA day one? Probably not. But does Carter Bryant project to be a borderline all-star 3-and-D kind of a player in the NBA? I believe so. So what do you think? Is Carter Bryant the steal of the 2025 NBA draft? Leave a comment below. Leave a like. Follow the AZ Wildcats podcast anywhere you get your podcasts for all your updates on Arizona basketball, Carter Bryant, Caleb Love, and so much more. Tune in next time, and as always, bear down and go Cats.